Extension 203. Eden?
Thank you, Emily. 2 Saline County men are in jail accused of impersonating police officers. El Dorado police say 31-year-old Chad Newton and 28-year-old Matthew Swaggart were arrested after they pulled over a girl early Tuesday and pretended to be undercover officers. The incident happened here at the intersection of El Dorado and Wise Streets. Investigators say Swaggart and Newton told the girl they were stopping her because she ran a stop sign. The men were driving an unmarked car and were dressed in plain clothes, but authorities say they insisted they were police officers and demanded to search the girl's car.
There was an officer's name used that is actually a police officer in the area.
Newton and Swaggart are being held at the Saline County Jail. Police say the suspects were likely under the influence of alcohol at the time of the incident. A chilly night after temperatures plunged today. Weather first tonight, Jim.
And this time last night, temperatures were in the 40s. As a matter of fact, early this morning, temperatures were still in the 40s. A cold front moved through, and temperatures have been falling ever since. We're now at new lows for the day, checking current conditions around the region. Marion already down to 25 degrees. The same reading in Murfreesboro, Rend Lake Resort, and Benton, both sites in Franklin County reporting 27 degrees currently. And you can see we are all 15 to close to 20 degrees colder than this time yesterday. And looking ahead to tomorrow morning, it's looking like it is going to be a cold one. Mostly sunny skies expected at 7 o'clock in the morning. Temperature should be somewhere around 22 degrees. There's a chance a few of us may start out around 19 by tomorrow afternoon. Clouds expected to be rolling back in. We're looking for a high temperature around 42. And while that is a little bit of a warm-up, we're also expecting southwest winds to pick back up to about 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. So there'll be a little bit of a wind chill. And with those clouds coming in, you can tell there's another change on the way. Rain will be in here before we get to the weekend. We'll talk more about that later in the weather segment. Angie?
Thanks, Jim. Now a consumer alert. General Electric is recalling 92,000 built-in combination wall and microwave ovens. The company says the door switch can overheat and start a fire in the appliance. Officials say there have already been 35 fires that caused property damage. The ovens were sold between January 2000 and December 2003 under the Kenmore and GE brands. GE says customers should stop using the products immediately and call the company. If you have the Kenmore model, you should call Sears. Rend Lake looks a little different these days as it nears record low water levels. Park Ranger Mark Roderick with the Army Corps of Engineers says this year's record high was set in January, and since then the lake has dropped 8 feet. Many of the small inlets are dry or only a few inches deep.
You have to be aware of where you are, know where the channels are, and know where it's safe to go and what's not safe to go.
The low levels have closed several boat ramps, but Roderick says they're not affecting hunting and fishing. Some people are even taking note of the structure of the lake bed for better fishing when the water returns to normal levels.
The second firearm deer season was a success for Illinois hunters. The Department of Natural Resources says more than 31,000 deer were harvested between November 29th and December 2nd. That's up more than 2,000 from last year. Preliminary reports for both seasons show Pike County had the largest deer harvest this year at more than 3,700. Jefferson County was second at just more than 2,800 deer. Southern Illinois activist and philanthropist Rosemary Crisp will be laid to rest tomorrow. This evening, a large crowd gathered at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Marion for Crisp's visitation. She died Saturday after a 12-year battle with ovarian cancer. Crisp co-owned Pepsi Mid-America and was active with many local organizations and charities. She co-founded the Southern Illinois Women's Health Conference. Family members say it's a difficult loss for the region.
She was just a remarkable woman. She handled everything so dignified. They don't make them like her anymore.
Crisp was also named one of Southern Illinois' inspiring women in October. Her funeral is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 11 at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Marion. Well, tonight police are trying to figure out what prompted a massacre at a Nebraska mall.
A gunman opened fire on shoppers before killing himself. More on the suicide note he left behind. That's next. And later, cooler weather means the start of flu season. A simple task doctors say could be the key to staying healthy. You're watching News 3.
Ode to the new Subway feast. This ain't a sandwich. It's a runaway 18-wheeler of flavor barreling through Tasty Town. And your appetite is slowly crossing its path. Wham! Freshly baked bread hauling a mouth-watering cargo of Black Forest ham, lean roast beef, tender turkey, and whatever other yummy stuff you want. With the new Subway Feast, your appetite's a goner. Subway, eat fresh.
The eyes have it, and Doctor's Value Vision wants to keep you and your family seeing your very best with an eye exam for just $1. Get an eye exam by a licensed doctor of optometry for $1. No purchase necessary. And if you need glasses, you can look your best with frames from our collection of today's latest styles. And most glasses are ready in about an hour. Let Doctor's Value Vision take care of your family for less with the $1 eye exam. Doctor's Value Vision. Why pay more?
The plan.
Just gonna put a little concrete in the washing machine. If only you could put your mind to something worthwhile.
The reason?
You see that sign up there? If you put up a sign, you can do whatever you want. You're not a part of society.
The diversion.
I don't really have an apartment. I kind of sleep around.
The revenge.
I clean naked. I drive naked.
On the next Seinfeld.
Tonight at 11:05 on TV3.
Coming up only on Nightline, tragedy in Omaha. At least 8 are killed after a young man just 19 years old opens fire in a shopping mall. We're live with the latest from the scene, plus faith and presidential politics.
You're watching News 3, the Southern Illinois news leader, with Angie Wyatt, Eden Schultz, meteorologist Jim Racer, and sports with Darren Kennard.
An afternoon